Y'all. Oh, a new video. Okay. Django J.
Box office numbers and they doing outstanding. Black girl magic, y'all can't stand it, y'all can't band it. Made out like a bandit.
Hey.
Cue the violins and violas. We gave you.
Oh. Janelle Monae made you feel official music video. Wait, she dropped 2 videos today? Why didn't no one? Oh, dang it! Okay, I wasn't mentally prepared today, but I guess we're gonna have to be. Wait, Tessa Thompson, this is the video! This is in the video! Sorry, then. Got a little excited. Answers? Are they lovers? Are they fighters? What are we doing?
There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. Oh, that's just the way.
Hey everyone! Greetings, salutations. My name is Kamaria, and this is another episode of Good Vibes Friday. So, how was everybody's week? Was it good? You feeling great? You ready for the weekend? As always, I'm ready for the weekend. I'm gonna be like Dora to stand here. How was your week, guys? Did you go sailing? Just like, I never even watched Dora the Explorer, but that's what I heard was how, whatever. Yeah, how was everyone's week was good? I keep asking that, like, move on. This week was pretty exciting. I'm happy to announce that I have gotten, not 1 now, but 2 subscribers going. Hey, new subscriber alert, is just there's one thing, I don't know who this subscriber is. Like, is it a fake phony subscriber? Have I gotten my first, like, spam subscriber? That's exciting, I guess. I went back in, like, my, like, if you go in, like, your own, like, creator studio and you go to, like, the channel and then you go to, like, the subscriber bit and it lists off, like, your different subscribers. But for this second subscriber, I haven't a clue as to who it is, and I don't know what to do about it, but yay, 2 subscribers, so that's something that happened this week. And in music news, again, it actually happened at the tail end of last week as I was filming, recording, and shooting last week's video. We have more Janelle Monae news. It's lit. Like, I was gonna include it real quick last week in my other video because I talked about her new motion picture album that's dropping. Dirty Computer was also gonna have a visuals attached to it. So I'm super hyped about that. And then Janelle Monae, she decided, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and drop not 1 video, but 2 phenomenally exceptional videos with accompanying music. It was too much. Like, literally, I passed out. Like, as you saw that intro, that was real life. What happened? Like, this woman, I can't even. I mean, where do we begin, right? So the first song I listened to was Django Jane, and it's like this, she's over here, she got mad bars, she's rapping her head off about just like women empowerment and being in charge, and I was like, yes, queen, yes, but like, and I have to go back and listen to really fully listen and appreciate and look up, study the lyrics a little bit more to really know fully what the song's about. But we're probably not gonna get a broader content until the visuals come out. But oh my god, it's so much to talk about. But yeah, the main thing that got me initially was her shout out sequence that she did. The line, she was like, you know, cueing the violins and violas, and I was, y'all don't get it. Like, fun fact about me, I used to play viola back in junior high school. I was in the orchestra band, whatever you call it. Yeah, I'm a classically trained viola player. So that's shout out. And if you know anything about instruments, if you played instruments, if you know about musicians and what have you, the viola is the instrument that gets the lack of respect, the lack of recognition. So this goes out to all the viola players out there, my old high school, junior high school buddies, my section, anyone. It's just important, okay? You're just not going to understand unless you're a viola player how important that shout out was. But then, besides from all that, that song was exceptional. And then, I'm looking at my notification, top of the notification screen, boop, you see, oh, there's another Janelle Monae. I'm like, and at first I was like, is this a song I already know? Because I know like all her music, but then I was like, no, I don't know this. Make me feel, and I just automatically assumed like, oh, cool, it's probably another like audio. It's like, it's an audio track, right? No, she said, no, like, I'm preparing a visual emotion picture. Obviously, this is going to be another visual. And that song makes me feel so many things. I don't even have time to get into it in this video. That song is so important. It was like San Junipero meets San Junipero. And Janelle, she's like, she has multiple like personalities in the video, and it's like, it's so sensual and sexual and funky, and that's the thing. It was like Prince, and it's so good. It's beyond brilliance. This album, I am beyond excited. Like this is already 2 songs already in, and I'm like, this is some of the best music that Janelle Monae has come out with thus far. And not only just for Janelle Monae, but like music, this is some of the best music I have heard in a very, very long time. And I'm a big music nerd and lover, but oh my, like she made me go ahead and just sit down all my faves. Like I had to sit down with all my faves and just let them know, like, Janelle Monae is coming. So some of my faves, they some took it better than others. Good. The time it's 4:44. How's Blue? Is Blue good? Janelle Monae is dropping a visual album, so yeah, you try breaking that news down to the Queen Bee. So yeah, so all I can say is that I am beyond excited for this album at this point. Get ready. All of us need to just be prepared. Have that emotional conversation with your favorite artists right now and just let them know. But yeah, so Janelle Monae, Dirty Computer, once again, the album is dropping. She has 2 great songs that are out, and Make Me Feel was #1 on trending last week. So what else do I need to say about this woman? I mean, blessed, she's coming. None of us are going to be prepared. I'm going to be emotionally ruined, but I'm so ready for it. Like, at this point, like, let's go, Janelle Monae. And now, moving swimmingly along, I also finally uploaded my Oscars picks and predictions video last week to get prepared for the Oscars that are happening this upcoming Sunday. So get ready for the Oscars, y'all. Who's excited? I'm excited. I watch it every year. Oh, did I fail to mention that I also will be working the Oscars this year when I worked it last year? Yeah, we can talk about that later. I'm excited to see how many of my picks and predictions. I'm already nervous about my picks. I realized if I could, I would go back and change a couple of my answers, but it's fine. I've committed to it now. Let's see what happens. But in the meanwhile, I thought we'd just dedicate this last bit of the segment talk about movies. So in preparedness and in honor of movies and all things, we're just gonna talk about some movies that I saw this weekend, that I caught on Netflix this past week. Starting with Black Panther again. Yeah, I saw Black Panther again. This will be thrice. This will be my 3rd time seeing this movie. Gets better with each watch. I watched it with a couple of my friends who hadn't seen it yet, and they loved it. I love it. This movie's an instant classic. Like, am I right? Like Go, if you haven't seen Black Panther yet, what are we doing? Stop watching this video. Pause it, come back to it later. Go watch the movie, come back, and just revel in its glory, please. Then I also saw this weekend Annihilation. It's like this sci-fi drama movie that there's a lot of layers to it. And I'm trying to figure out even how do I summarize this movie without giving anything away. I'm gonna try. So Natalie Portman, she's the protagonist. Her character, I forgot her name. Let's call her, I think it was Lena or Lena something to go. I have to go look it up later. But anyways, her husband was in the army, or is in the army, and he went away on a mission for a year, and he hadn't heard from him. You know, she tried to contact him, and nobody seems to know where he is. Everybody just presumed that he died. But she always had that glimmer of hope that he was still alive. And long and behold, he comes back. And she's like, whoa, babe, who was played by the incredible Oscar Isaacs, by the way. She's like, oh, babe, you're back. Where did you come from? And then that's where I think I'll leave the summary of the movie. I don't know how else to describe it. And then some events happen, and she has to, I guess, go. Yeah, and then some events ensue as to why her husband's there, but he's not being clear. And then he gets kind of sick, unexplainably sick. She tries to take him to the hospital, but like these government agents come in and they take her to the spot where her husband was located for the past year. And then from that point forward, we follow Natalie Portman and this group of women to see what happened to him and what this whole like dome bubble island is about. And so like a meteor comes in and hits this lighthouse, and then from there it creates like this huge wormhole dome thing of just like it's literally its own living and breathing contained like new environment space. So Natalie Portman has to go in there with her squad, or with a squad of ladies, and yeah, you just see kind of what happens to them. And then there's like so many other things going on. That's why it's so hard to describe it, because there's so many other things going on in this movie, but you need to experience it for yourself. So I hope my basic summary helped. So yeah, I highly recommend you go see Annihilation. The last thing I want to talk about is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation kind of update thing. I don't know if you're watching this or not, but pretty much the past couple of weeks I've been saying like, okay, I'm going to finally read this Bill and Melinda Gates annual letter and actually talk about the facts that they talk about within this report, or this article that they posted. And it turns out I finally got a chance to read through this article. Turns out it wasn't the case, that it was what I thought it was. See, I thought they were going to go ahead and list up all these like things that are happening that are affecting our world. Child poverty, the crime rate, climate change. I thought they were going to have like all these statistics and facts about just like these sorts of issues and topics, but coming from a different, more positive macro level of ideals of where we're at as a society. But actually I read through it and it turns out they don't really go as in depth as I thought they did. So what I'm going to do for future videos when I do like Good Vibes Fridays like this, as facts become available to me, it's going to require me to do a lot of research and checking through things, but I'm ready for it pretty much. And for now I'm going to call this segment like Good Vibes Facts. So I'm going to go and see things that are happening around the world that are occurring and just giving just like basic statistics and facts about how things are actually going. So, you know, like I said, it's so easy for us, like I said, a big part of the reason why I started this channel is not necessarily that we need to be blatantly ignorant about what's actually going on in the world. It's just to look at things from a different perspective and just try to have more optimistic outlook on the future. And I think the best way to see that is just to see how far we've come. We have so much farther to go. Yes, anybody would be naive to think that we don't. But it's good to take out your cynicism, put your cynicism aside sometimes, and just see what else is going on. Like, really, what's really going on from a different angle. And that's the whole point of this, as I always reiterate, about this Good Vibes. There's many points to this Good Vibes Friday segment, but this is a big one, you know. Team optimism, basically. But yeah, so in the future, I'm just going to go ahead and research, once again, a more challenge for myself to go back and look for news and stats and everything to just see the good that's happening in the world. And that's the mission. Alright, and that's all I have for you guys today. So have a great weekend. Keep on keeping on and stay with the good vibes. See you guys next week. Bye. I like to